Okay, for the most part, unless there's some kind of anomaly, there's male and female, and that's, how God made it. And so, as long as they're male and female, roles are defined. But when you go to try to mix the two, when you blur the lines between male and female and there's no line divider there and you try to mix the two, that's when all the confusion comes. Because when it's male and female, okay, the male's role, protector, provider, you know instinctively, or like from what you've learned or what most people have learned, the role of most what the role of most males have been traditionally. You know what that is. And you know what the role of most females have been traditionally because just of what you've been told. And also the Bible, if you follow the Bible, also the Bible, you know, talks about male and female. But when males start to take on female traits, wear what women wear, do what women do, take on women characteristics, start to look like women, and when women start to try to look like men, try to dress like men, try to think completely like a man, be a man, a lot of times that's when the confusion comes. Because the two are gonna clash. If a woman is trying to completely be a man but she's still attracted to men, how does that work? Because she can't be the man. The man's supposed to be the man. So the two are gonna clash. If she's a woman trying to dominate the whole relationship and wearing what men wear and thinking completely like a man, but she's still attracted to men and wants a man, it's not gonna work because her and the man are gonna clash because the man wants to dominate, wants to be the one to dominate, wants to be the leader. As you would say, he wants to lead. He wants to wear the man clothes. That's why they say the man wear the pants, she wear the dress. He wants to be the leader of the relationship. Not saying that there are some relationships where some women tell men what to do a lot of the time, but a lot of those relationships, the woman still looks like a woman, still acts like a woman, still talks like a woman, and the man is still the man. You know what I'm saying? But when you start to go to mixing the wrong characteristics, confusion sets in, clashes set in. And I've definitely seen relationships where, the women are telling, men what to do. And there are situations where men listen to women, of course. But I've seen relationships where women are, more so leading in a way. And with some of those relationships, I've seen where the woman becomes dissatisfied with that man because she doesn't want to lead that much. But correct me if I'm wrong or whatever. But there are some situations where I've seen that worked out. But a lot of times in those situations, I've seen the man still be the man and the woman still act like a woman, talk like a woman, and dress like a woman. I don't have the exact scripture here, but I know in the Bible it says that God, wants there to be a distinction between male and female, and that, He wants it to where, or He made it so that it should be that you can tell the difference, and that there's not a whole lot of confusion when you look at a person and say, is that a man or a woman? I don't think He wanted that much confusion on that, and it makes sense because nobody wants to, no, like, straight man wants to be looking at someone and not be able to tell if that's a man or a woman. And I'm sure a lot of women don't want to be looking at someone, especially if they're interested in it. A lot of women probably don't want to be looking at someone and be like, is that a man or a woman? And if a whole society is like that, where we can't tell if anybody's a man or a woman, how does society continue successfully? Dating would be horrible, horrifying, because it would be hard to tell who's who.